Hello fellow humans, today I wanted to have a look at the new WT Ritter. Now, it just means knight. So, this vehicle is basically a Waffenträger of Panzer IV that is only using the 128mm gun with quite impressive DPM of 3,500. Now, it's going to be in a clan event soon, so is it going to be worth it? Is it a good tank? Let's find it out now. Let's have a look at the stats, and before that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you to my channel members. Now, this is the event the tank is in. I'll put the link to this in the description so you can read it as well. And basically, join a clan, do clan missions, play in a platoon in your clan, and then you can get steel ingots, and then you can get the WT. It's going to last about 3 weeks, so pretty solid timeline there. You can't buy the vehicle at all. However, if you reach a certain threshold of ingots, you can buy it, and there's some other more extra questions that are down here in the FAQ. So basically what this thing is a better version of the regular 460 alpha damage Waffenträger, so they didn't dig it up from some kind of basement. We have a WT that has 500 more DPM right here and is also better at aiming. The rest of the stats are pretty identical. Dispersion is great on the move as well. 5 degrees of gun depression is obviously bad. However, over the rear of the vehicle, you can get more than 5. It's also faster. In terms of the armor, obviously, it doesn't have any, so there's no real point looking at it. It's a Panzer IV chassis. Having a quick look at the equipment, this vehicle has APCR, so I am using the gun rammer. Vertex stabilizer, I mean, you can use the refined gun, but it's already incredibly accurate, so I'm just using the vertex stabilizer to maybe be a bit more dynamic with it. Improved assembly because it has no armor, and toolbox is always a must-have. These three are always a given. Yes, I am using improved optics on this vehicle. I am not using a camo net on any of my tanks, not even a vehicle like this, because here's the thing. I'd rather see than not be seen. So, again, supercharging can make sense on a vehicle like this, but then again, I want to be able to aim faster. So that's my equipment on this vehicle. Let's see what we can do here. 7.8 seconds for 460 alpha damage. That is obviously incredibly high. And let's have a look at the rear of the vehicle. Hold on before I shoot this guy. Because obviously, the front, it's blocked by the thing. But if you go to the rear, you have a bit more gun depression there. So if you want more gun depression, you're gonna play this vehicle in reverse, and if you peek out like this, you want to peek in reverse anyway, because obviously otherwise you don't have to peek this entire Panzer IV out in front of you. Now this is not great because then essentially the enemy has gotten the position. However, if they do throw, it will be great for us. 3.5k DPM on this tank. Let's see whether we can make use of that. This is the first game I've ever played in this tank. I haven't ever touched it before, so we'll see how it goes. And given Wargaming's recent, let's say, experiments with the matchmaker, let's see if this is going to be not a 7-0. Now, let's see whether we can get some more damage here. Yep, beautiful. And he's not doing anything useful. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move around. Now, yes, a vehicle like this, you primarily want to play a bit passive. You don't have a lot of armor. However, it is a Panzer IV after all, which is a medium tank. So, you sort of have a bit of a base to play this vehicle somewhat more aggressively. And that's Scott May. I have, like... Okay. No sense of self-preservation, I suppose. And now, what we're gonna have to do is go around the back. And it is a 7-0, it seems. Well, not quite. There we go. Let's get this guy. It's very tasty. Very nice. Now, it's only a pattern. And the Skoda left. And this tank does get it going with his gun. Jesus! I mean, you can move around as well. Can you kill this guy, please? Nope, don't have to. I can do it myself. And now, all that is left is this Skoda, which seems to be pretty damn stock. And, very against it getting penned with HE, but it's the first game in this tank. Almost 4k damage. It works. So if you can get it, do. Why do I not use a camo net even on a vehicle like this? Now, here's the thing. With optics, I can see more. With a camo net, they can see less, basically. Now, if you're really far back, the camo net won't help you anyway because you're outside the enemy's spotting range. However, the closer the enemy gets, the more useful the optics becomes because the more you can see. Right? So, because I like to play aggressive as well, obviously I have to say as well, if you want to play very passive in a vehicle like this, use the camo net, whatever. However, if you fire with a camo net, your camo's gone. It doesn't exist anymore, pretty much, and at that point, you have about a 10-meter tolerance of you're outside the enemy's view range, and you're not. So to me, the cam on it is useful when you're not shooting. However, if you're not shooting, you're not winning. So, that's why I'm using optics on pretty much every tank. Now, let's see whether we can, find that T92. Now, obviously, I can out-DPM anything on this map right here in terms of the enemy, so that's a great thing to have. And it is also pretty damn accurate for what it is. And we know that they're all over there. Hello, Emil. How you doing today? Do you feel like getting shot? Alright. Penetration is good as well. And those tips are useful for a new player, but not for me. So, if you're a new player, use those tips. They can be pretty helpful sometimes. Could be more helpful, though. Now, let's see. Obviously, you're gonna turn around again, you know, not want to peek the front first. Thank you for getting yourself spotted again. Appreciate that. Now, okay, the Emil's coming around here, which means I am going to get out of here. And it's that simple. I mean, you can play camp, but I prefer to be a bit more dynamic with this kind of tank. Just move around. Now, can kill the Emil here if he does that. And that's good for me. Now, 292, if he peeks, that'll be pretty bad for my hit points, because then I wouldn't have any. But, let's see. Am I... okay. Be nice if he peeks, but he's probably not going to, because, he's on 400 HP, so there is no point for him to do that. Now, I want to go around all the way, and around in a way where I'm not within 50 meters of him. Because if I'm within 50 meters of him, he can spot me. Or if the AC is there, the AC can spot me. So, if you want to sneak up on someone, don't go where you less than 50 meters away, because they cannot spot you. If you're behind a wall, it doesn't matter. They're still going to spot you anyway. Now, our guy here is AFK, so that's a bit unfortunate. Bye-bye. And now, it's an AMX and 2 guys back there. So let's see how much damage we can get. 3k again. I'm playing it like a medium tank, and it works. So this, if you love the WT, the regular one with the, 460 alpha damage gun, this is just a better version of it, really. And the regular WT is a pretty damn good tank. This is better. So, considering tier 9, imagine low rolling. Imagine low rolling, mate. Couldn't be me. So, considering tier 9, this is one of the good ones, for sure. There you go, you shot. I shot. Now he's dead. 4k damage again. It's a good tank. There's nothing against it. Now, check out the event. Should start very soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next one. And yes, this is an ace because, no one plays it, but... bye.